Hello everyone, this is Lydia from Dragonflies Gardens, and it's Sunday, July the 12th, and I'm starting up here with the onions, or where they used to be, because I did pull them out. I had about 35 onions, and when I shredded them up, I had over 7 cups, and I thought that was a calendula, but it might not be. It might be a chicory root, but hopefully it's a calendula. But that's the first one that I've seen bloom, so I'm excited about that. They're looking better, which is I'm really glad about. So the corn is doing really well. It's getting taller, and I saw in a video yesterday that, or a couple days ago, they also had their corn in a raised bed, like a literally raised bed. But they are like, you needed to plant them close together because the fertilization or pollination, the blooms from the tops to the tassels and the corn husk, because every little tassel is a kernel of corn, so you want to make sure that they all get situated and pollinated. So I haven't been outside in like 2 days, but my watermelon there has gotten so big. And then this one here has gotten even bigger. I am so excited. I'm hoping to grow even more watermelons with all the different blooms and things. A lot of people only do 1 watermelon per vine because they need so much water. But then other people grow a lot on the same vine. I'm like, as long as you water them very well, they will do really great. This bean plant, hopefully soon. Everybody else is harvesting beans and I'm still waiting, so hopefully soon it will happen. Over here, this zucchini plant has like increased tremendously. 2 days ago we had like several hours of rain, and it's getting ready to rain today. I'm looking down in there. There's 1 zucchini right there, but I'm trying to see if I see some more. I don't see any right now. I did harvested 1 already, and the red scarlet runner beans is branching out like this way, which is really cool. So excited. Let's look at this other side. So down in here you can see the blooms, and I think there's a couple of zucchinis coming on in there. Looking down around in there, and over here the cantaloupes, I don't know like what the deal is with them, but hopefully they'll start growing a lot better. So here in the okra bed, I did pull out that sunflower plant because of course it was already gone, but that might be like a holy basil, hopefully. And then I do have a watermelon plant in this one too. It's not as big as the other one. The other little things down in here are chives, but the okra is still doing really great. I have to check it like almost every day for okra because, you know, they just get so big and become so woody. So I'm looking intently here. Don't see any. The curry is doing really well. Probably need to harvest that. So that's patchouli, and I'm glad it's struggling along doing well because some of my herbs are not doing so great with all of this heat. Those are mimosa plants. I got to pull those out, but they're just coming along. I planted eggplant and of course radishes, and the only thing I see is the radishes. I don't really see any eggplant, which I'm a little sad about. It looks like it has grass in there too. And over here, the same thing. Maybe they'll start coming. I don't know. But my butternut squash is doing really well. Down here, you can see little itty bitty babies, which are cool. So hopefully I will have a lot of butternut squash, which would be really, really awesome. And I did buy some fertilizer for the yellowing of the leaves, and I will do that probably tomorrow. Over here, the delicata, and I can't remember the other one, is also doing really well. It's coming along. They're having blooms, and of course there's radishes in there. This one is okra, and this one is okra, and this one I'll have to look and see. So that is straight neck squash, and that's also a summer squash. I'm not really sure which one, but of course there's radishes in there. This is the Cocoselle, something like that, and it's doing really great. And this is the Trombosini, which is also doing really well. This one is also an okra, and it looks like that's the only okra plant. Maybe that one is too. These are also like squashes, like the gray zucchini, the black zucchini. There was a couple more. There's like the golden zucchini, and I can't remember the other one. But that was what is in there. And in this one, let me see what's in here. It's also like a summer squash. It might be the white patty pans, but the radishes are keeping the bad bugs away from my squash plants, so it's doing its job. This pumpkin is growing, but it's really little. I hope it like takes off really, really soon, but the radishes are gonna keep those bad bugs away. These pumpkins over here are doing a lot better, which I'm very glad about. If I get one pumpkin off of each of the vine, that will make a success for me. So it will. Oh, dead plants. That makes my heart sick. So it looks like some of these herbs back here are starting to come back, bounce back, which I'm glad. And some of them completely died out. But it's the way it is when you're gardening in the South. But look at these Herbert squashes. They got a lot of blooms on them, and I don't see any like baby buds, like plants yet. But hopefully, and these are also supposed to keep the bad bugs away from my good squash. So hopefully they're doing their job. So we're still working on filling up the raised beds. This one will get filled in the spring for sure. And in this one I planted, I don't know, anywhere from 18 to 27 bush bean plants, and I'm hoping that's what's growing up in there. So that would be really, really awesome to have that growing. Over here, I'm still waiting on cucumbers to form. It would be really nice. Hopefully that one will turn into a cucumber. Oh, I see a surprise. I guess a surprise. Oh, I see another one. But everything over here is looking really great. Let me go to the other side. I did plant more cucumber seeds. And look, I got one there. There's one there. Like I planted a bunch in here, so I'm glad that they're coming up. Yay! Hopefully they'll have some cucumbers this summer. And my little sunflower is doing really great. So we had somebody mow our yard because our lawnmowers are broke, and it's only like 20 bucks. So my husband's like, yeah, sure, go for it. But I'm so glad that he did this so I can move the rest of these containers of herbs. I'm going to wait a little while though, because it's going to be probably October, November when I put down the other ground cloth. This comfrey is doing well. Of course, my grapevine almost died. And all the way back here, it looks like he mowed like all in here. Excellent. He has a riding lawnmower. But my elderberry is still doing well. The other little one that I bought, I don't know, I think it's gonna die. It's right there. I can get another one though. But then again, this might be two separate plants. So when I repot this, I might already have two elderberry bushes. Just checking out the blackberries. Of course, blackberry season is over for me. When I repot them, I will cut all of these branches back and just start from fresh. My husband needs to come out here and move that and like weedy this. All of this scraggly stuff needs to be weed-eated. So it does. So that vine there, I'm really hoping that it's a passion fruit vine. That they grow naturally here in the South, like North Carolina, South Carolina, and other places in the South. So hopefully that's what that is. That would be awesome. So I'm checking out my bee balm, and look, I have another banana spider. Yay! And I don't know what kind of bug that is. So my apple trees are doing really well. And I was kind of concerned about this little Anna tree, but it's looking really good. So I'm so glad about that. It's just been really hot. It's getting ready to rain for like the next 3 hours. I'm so excited. Pear tree. That's the Southern Bartlett. Over here's the Moon Glow. And my lime tree is looking really good. So I guess that's just the color of the leaves that it's supposed to be. They're not looking as yellow as they were. So that's a really good thing. But hopefully I'll get some citrus. These were 1 to 2 year plants. But on these, I don't know like when you get like fruit and blossoms. I don't know how young they can be. So I'm going to end this video showing you my phlox that I didn't think was ever going to bloom, and it finally did. And then over here I have all this honeysuckle, which I'm so excited. Honeysuckle is also medicinal. And my crepe myrtle bush that I keep trimmed back. And even though I thought my zinnias died out, I do have some pretty blooms. And with this water that's coming on, hopefully it will do well. I need to cut those off so they will bloom again. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hope that you have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.